Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I am Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us. Well, listen, we're going to talk about the pistol brace rule again. So everyone, take a deep breath, do your aromatherapy or whatever is necessary to get yourself chilled out. Now, one of the things that we said right from the minute we started talking about it in this video right here is, listen, as we begin to get questions that pop up routinely, we will do videos and try to get you answers. Now, perhaps the most common question was, hey, when does this rule actually get published? And as a matter of fact, we haven't done a video on that yet because we didn't have an answer. But I think we do now, and I think it's important because that's going to calculate when this rule actually goes into effect for all of you lawful and responsible gun owners nationwide. So today, let's get you all up to speed and talk about, do we now know what day the pistol brace rule will be published? Okay, so the issue we are talking about yet again today is the pistol brace rule. We're going to talk about the publication date, and then I'm going to talk about another important thing that's been spinning around here in the YouTubiverse as it relates to foreign-made firearms. I want to thank our good friends over at The Reload. Check them out online. It's a fantastic online publication dealing with your Second Amendment rights. And Kostas Moros, who is one of the chief editors over there, follow him on Twitter. I'll put his Twitter handle right there for you. I follow him on Twitter, and he is absolutely keeping you up to date on all the battles going around in all the courthouses throughout the United States related to your Second Amendment rights. So thanks to them. Okay, so according to ATF spokesperson Eric Longnecker, and I'm not sure what's worse, having the last name of Longnecker or being the spokesperson for the ATF, but I digress. According to him, we now have a publication date of January 31st, okay? According to Mr. Longnecker, his exact quote was, "The publication date for the final rule in the Federal Register is currently planned for 1/31/23. Okay, and so that is when it is currently planned. If, hypothetically, that rule were to be published on January 31st, when would the rule be in effect for all of us? It would be on May 31st, 2023, 120 days from the date of publication. Now, remember, if you're an FFL, the rule goes into effect immediately, and you have 60 days to bring your inventory into compliance before they begin, or they say they may begin enforcement action. So once again, right now, the expected publication date is January 31st, which means that the date of actual enactment of the rule would be May 31, 2023. And listen, while we got you here, I also want to talk about this vicious rumor that's been spinning around in the YouTubiverse about those of you who may have foreign-made firearms with attached stabilizing braces. Now, as we know, there was a couple videos actually that were kicking around here that basically said every single person who owns one of those, you were going to be left with one of two choices, either destroy the firearm or turn it in. Now, we ended up doing a video where we kind of said, hey, everyone, why don't we just slow down for a second, take a couple deep breaths. We actually went and looked at the law, and we realized that, yeah, there were certainly some people who might end up in that category, but it was not as broad of a category, at least how we interpreted it, as what some of the first videos had stated. And again, I don't think anyone out here is trying to mislead you or trying to create an unnecessary level of terror. I think that we're all trying to work our way through this gigantic word salad of a rule here and trying to do as best we can in interpreting it. But that issue dealing with 18 U.S.C. section 922R about foreign-made semi-automatic rifles had a lot of people spun up, and ATF obviously got word of that. So I want to read to you some of the official quotes again from Eric Longnecker as it relates to this particular portion of the rule. The agency said owners of imported guns equipped with pistol braces can register or dismantle them instead of destroying or turning them in. It said assembling a pistol-braced gun, most models of which the ATF now considers rifles, from more imported parts than allowed by Section 922R of the federal law is illegal. However, the law doesn't affect the possession of those guns by people who did not assemble them, and they can be treated the same way as non-imported braced guns under the rule. And then one of the things that I had pointed out in this video is if you really looked at the language of the rule, it said that those who had come into possession of a foreign-made firearm and then themselves attach the stabilizing brace. And so I was of the opinion that that was a lot more of the limited category of people who could fall under that. But ATF has clarified that by further stating, a person with an imported pistol that was subsequently equipped with a stabilizing brace will have the same options as anyone else under the final rule. Should that person choose to register the firearm, no further modification of the firearm with domestic parts is required. So, I hope that clears up a lot more as it relates to the foreign-made firearms with attached stabilizing braces. Am I saying that the problem has been alleviated? No, of course. This pistol brace rule is here. There's a lot of problems with the rule itself. There's a lot of problems with little subcomponents, and the foreign firearms continues to be a potential issue. Is it as bad as we once thought? I don't believe it is. More importantly, right now, publication is scheduled for January 31st, 2023, which means this rule becomes effective for all of us May 31st, 2023. Now, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to count this thing down. As we get 90 days out, 60 days out, and 30 days out, we're going to be doing videos to let you know what we think the lay of the land looks like and what we might be doing in our instances. Now, remember, what we do is right for us. It may not be right for you. I'm telling you right now, I'm not doing anything for at least the first 30 days. I want to see the lawsuits drop. I want to see the injunctions drop. I want to see what this rule actually looks like 30 days from now. Listen, in the meantime, if you have any more questions about the pistol brace rule or anything else related to what's left of your Second Amendment rights, you guys know the drill. You can always contact us at WashingtonGunLaw.com, or you can call us directly at 425-765-0487. Now, in the meantime, let's remember, part of being a lawful and responsible gun owner, like we talk about all the time here at Washington Gun Law, is to know what the law is in every situation and how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching. Stay safe.